Recap what you should know by now. So really the escape that I do dictates where Crippy's arms are. That's the first thing I'm thinking about. Let's recap what we did in week 1. He has the cross face and underhook, which is probably the most common pin you're going to come across. So we looked about how this inside arm, this right arm, is just making a frame at the hip. Okay. The two problems was the pressure of the cross face, which stops me turning onto my side, and also if I happen to get onto my side and I try to hip out, he's following me with his right knee, so there's no way I'm going to get my guard back. So the detail was, this is the first escape we talked about, was I already bring my knee up to this hip. And to relieve the crossface, put it on, bro, I just stretch this arm out and corkscrew my elbow out. That creates space and takes the pressure off so I can get my knee in. Once I have my knee in and I make a connection, find that other leg, push, hip out, and now we are back in the guard. That's what we learned in week 1. Week 2, same position. So I've already realised he has the cross face and he has the underhook again. If I can't get that, this outside arm stays the same, over the shoulder, not inside framing, or we will get him where I can it. The hand will leave here and I'll just do a slight bump and I get my hand on my belly. Now, the last escape was I turned into him. This time I'm going under him. Crippy puts the heavy cross face on me again. Okay, from there, all I'm going to do is use that wedge, my wedge. This elbow's pushing into his hip. Think about, he's putting the cross face on and my head disappears from under him. And now I'm coming up into the front headlock position. All that changes if Crippy leaves the cross face arm in but takes the underhook out and puts it on the near side hip. So now he has both arms on my near side. If I try to do any of those escapes, there's no way I'm going to turn into him and re-guard because of this arm. And I'm definitely not going underneath him. This is a heavier pin. Okay? So now we need another strategy. So now we've realised where his arms are. I need to get my hands in the right position so that I can escape away from him. Okay? I can't turn into him. I can't go under him. The only alternative is to escape this way. It's called the running escape. If I leave my hands in the same position as what we had in week 1, as I try to turn this way, my own shoulder is stopping me from turning. So from there, I'm just going to do a slight bump again that we talked about last time, and I'll just drape my hand between my legs. Sit up, bro. That's all I'm doing there. Just putting my hand between my legs. And now, this hand that was on the shoulder is just going to drop down to that far shoulder, and I just make a little bit of a wedge here, and I connect my elbow to my body. And again, it's just about this little bump. Okay? So I just do a slight bump, and my goal is to turn onto my side. Okay? And obviously, the weakness of this escape is my back is exposed. Crippy knows jiu-jitsu, he's winning the underhook. Chair sitting, he's on my back. So, the first thing I'm thinking about is when I bump and get onto my side, this elbow is tight to my body. I do not want him getting the underhook on this arm. Okay? So even now, if he tries to take my back, it's easy for me to put my back on the mat again if I feel he's going to take it. But of course, that's not getting me out of the position. That's just a defense in case I'm late. So, back to our original position. Okay. So again, I make that wedge. I use my feet, that little bump, I have to get onto my side. Now my goal from here is to get to my knees and I'll be in turtle top position. The problem is now, if I just step over with my foot, Crippy's going to just step over and put his hook in, and now he's on my back again. So we want to think about taking our back away. If you notice, when I get onto my side, I'm perpendicular to Crippy. I really want to be facing him. This is called a kickback. And if you put this concept into your game, it's going to be very hard for people to get on your back. So what I'm thinking about, I kick out with this leg first. Okay? So once I get on my side, I tuck this elbow so he doesn't get the underhook. I kick out with this leg. Okay? from there, I'm going to just step over, and Crippy's going to try and take my back. This hand comes up. That's the third thing we're thinking. As he chases me, that free hand, the one that was on the shoulder. Okay, so just as a solo drill, just watch. So from this position, my hand comes in. Okay, I make that wedge. I bump to get onto my side. First thing is this elbow's tucked. Right? Second thing is I kick out, and as I turn to face him, that hand that made the wedge comes up, makes the underhook. Yeah. So one more time on that. The skill though is doing all that together. We don't stop on our side. I'm only doing that for teaching. So this is the escape. The minute he comes to 100 kilos, I realise there's two arms on the near side, so I need to get my hands in the right position. Put my hand on the shoulder, I do a slight bump, and now I put my hand between my legs. Now from this position, as I bump, alright, go again. So it's just all one move. Okay, so again, in here, hand goes between the legs. Right, when I do that bump, Crippy's going to try and chase me from this position.